Baby, I just got out of the shower.
All of them done they notice. I'm not joking. All my guys, them know me.
What's up, y'all? And welcome to my little YouTube channel. And I'm just gonna do a little quick my daily little makeup because my boo thing coming over. I'm not going anywhere. Y'all know how expensive it is out there? I'm staying in the house where the bills are paid. Where the bills are paid. Where the money resides. Where the money resides. But I'm going to give you 5 things I wish I would have known before I moved to Houston, Texas. Oh, I hope that's a better view. Let's connect. Go ahead and follow me because I'm a cool little chick. Dash guy, come bring my liquor. 5 things I wish I would have known before I moved to Houston. Number 1, I mean godly number 1, the traffic. The traffic, I know everybody done talked about it, but it is true, honey. The traffic is tragic. Okay, I mean, if you don't stay about 10 or 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes from where you work, be expected to be in your car for an hour. When I first moved here back in 2016, I had to be at work at 8 o'clock. I had to leave my house at 6:30 in order to be at work on time. 6:30. It was on a good day, I was there by 7:30. But if it's an accident, if it's raining, or if it's any bad traffic, anything, I was pulling up at like 7:50, 7:45. You know, I may have time to stop and get breakfast. Thank God my company that I worked for at the time had like food in there where I can go and, you know, grab me a bagel or a donut, or we even had Chick-fil-A in there at one time. So I don't miss that. Coming from St. Louis, everything was literally between 15 and 20 minutes around the whole city. You could get to the county, to the city within 15 minutes with no issue. I miss that. I wish I would have known that. Number 2, I wish I would have known everything goes up. My insurance, my car insurance went up when they found out I moved to Houston, motherfucking Texas. And I asked why, and the rep told me because it's more people, which makes it more easily to have an accident, which is true. Because these people down here cannot drive. I tell you that, they can't. They can't drive at all. It's horrible. It's literally an accident every 2 minutes because somebody can't merge. It's not because you just drinking and driving. I mean, that's an issue too, but all because you can't merge right. That's why. So I was blown away from that. And this is back in 2016. It's gotten worse. We're in 2023. Number 3, something I wish I would have known, the cost of living. Now you're probably thinking like, didn't you do your research before you left? Yes and no. Me and my homegirl at the time, we were just so excited to move. I don't think we really calculated all the motherfucking expenses that comes with this shit. You know what I'm saying? And the apartments for a luxury 1-bedroom apartment back then, I think it was about $1,399, $1,400. Yeah. When we're used to some apartments back in my hometown, the max was like 800. 800, 750, depending on where you wanted to live. So that was a huge wowzer, like, oh my God, for us. Like it's expensive. Not including the groceries, not including gas, because now you got to drive across the road. Oh, toll roads. Toll roads. So if you do want to get somewhere quicker, you have to pay for that. You know, ain't nothing free around these parts. You have to pay for that. And that's exactly what happened. So the expenses that we were used to paying for getting around the city in 15, 20 minutes, no, that's gone. Now you're using it to pay for gas and insurance now because that stuff have went up. Number 4, I wouldn't really consider it a problem, but I would consider it as a huge cultural shock for me. This city is very, very, very diverse. Very diverse. When I'm used to coming to a city, you know, I guess my area where it was strictly black and white, coming to Houston, you have Asians, Hispanics, African American, you have Africans, you have people, European people here. You just have a huge melting pot. And like I said, it's not a problem. It's just something that I had to get used to because I'm like, oh my God, it's so diverse, which I loved. And that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to bring my son down here at the time, because he had more to see than just, you know, a black and white people. And I absolutely love that. Another thing, this is not something that I say that was wrong or bad, but everyone really helped each other here. Like when I moved down here and my coworkers that I had when I was working at my job at the time, the hospitality down here, the Southern hospitality was amazing. Like they invited me out to different places, invited me to their homes, to their parties. Like they really make you want to feel a part, you know? And I absolutely loved it. I loved it. You know, at first I was a little standoffish because back where I'm from, we don't really do that. We're not friendly. We're really reserved. Number 5, I don't know if this would affect everybody, but I know this would affect single moms. And when you're down here and you're with kids, it's lonely because it's hard also because you don't have any help. Your support system is limited down here when you don't have family. That was a huge, you know, it was almost to the point. I'm just putting primer on now. I just did my brows. But it was almost to the point that I wanted to go back home because I was working all the way downtown Houston. If you watch my last video, you would know that this foundation really doesn't match my skin, but it matched my chest. So I just still use it because foundation is expensive. And who's gonna get rid of that? So this is just my little everyday look because, you know, when Bae come home, I want him to, but anyway, so that was a huge, I'm going back to St. Louis moment because I was working downtown at the time and my son, I lived in the outskirts of Houston and my son at the time was, I think he was in 2nd grade. And I didn't have, I was just so nervous because he was young and I didn't know if he would be able to come home by himself and, be able to make him something to eat by the time I get off. The after school programs was, first of all, expensive. I couldn't really afford it at the time because I had just started working and I wasn't making much money, so it was definitely a struggle move. My homegirl at the time helped me as much as she could, but she was also working, and so it stressed me out, guys. Like it really stressed me out. I didn't know what the hell to do. I didn't want my baby just at home by himself. Like he didn't know. So that you also have to take that in consideration that, we don't have family here that can help you if you have children or like somebody who, you could depend on. Let's say if traffic happened and you're just stuck in traffic, that's another reason why I had to get the easy tag because, I couldn't risk anything happen to him and I wasn't available. I just couldn't do it. It was too much. So those are my top 5 things that I wish I've known before I moved to Houston. Now I've been here for 7 years and I absolutely love it. This is my home now. So far, it's looking like my forever home city. At the time, things could change. I never really thought about living anywhere else unless I became rich. And I can probably consider maybe Florida. I don't know. LA. I mean, I really have to make a lot of money to consider LA for sure because LA. So that really wasn't on my list, but I love it here. I surpassed every doubt that I had in my mind, every issue, everything I thought that I couldn't do. I have done it, So let's do a hallelujah dance for that. Because I know a lot of people can't make it, and I stuck through it with my family and my friends. My mother, let me tell you what happened. So, because it was a real struggle for me. My mother ended up moving to Houston to help me. I am forever grateful for that woman. Forever grateful for her. For doing that. She didn't have to do that. Mom didn't have to do that, but she did. I have other siblings back at home, but they were really like well off, married, and and I was just the loose goose who was trying to make something better for herself. So my mother seen that, and I'm forever grateful. Forever grateful. So those are my 5 things I wish I would have known. Overall, it's a wonderful city. Wonderful city. I love it. I'm happy I made the decision. Of course, you're going to get homesick. Who wants to keep flying home every 2 minutes? But me and my friend was at the moment. And then we had to realize, damn, ain't nobody stepping out to come see us, which means it's what you move for if you're going to keep coming home every 2 minutes. Once I got that down packed with myself, like you cannot come home every 2 minutes, that flying back home every Christmas, every Thanksgiving, that came to a short end really quick. So now we're just blending in the concealer. Sometimes I got a heavy hand with this. Sometimes I just be going too much with it, but we're gonna blend it back out with the contour. So yeah, that's just how I feel. Let me see if I have any other things. So I guess I can just tell you how I moved to Houston. So I don't remember where I left off because my phone is tripping. So I'm sorry if it sounds retarded, but I don't remember how I left off. But basically at the time, me and my homegirl at the time, in 2011, after, I was going through my divorce thing, you know how sometimes women, we just want something fresh, something new. So a lot of times, we'll cut our hair, or a lot of times, we'll do some drastic like that. My thing, I wanted to move. So in 2011, I was like maybe, 25, 24. I didn't really have the balls yet because I was a little hesitant. I was nervous. I didn't know if I was ready. I didn't know if I had the willpower. That don't look right. I need some more. Baby, I didn't got it out of here. So at the time, I wasn't sure if I had enough willpower, if I could do it or not. I was very nervous and hesitant. So I didn't do it. I didn't want to do it by myself. And once again, I had a child. So I didn't want to, let him miss out on his grandmother and his cousins and family like that. So I was just like, I'm not going to do it. And then when she started talking about it, because at that time, every time we used to leave out of the city, we were traveling before traveling became a thing. Coming back, she was like, I just don't want to stay in St. Louis anymore. I want to leave. And I was just like, okay, well, if you leave, I'll go. And she was like, I'm dead ass. No, I'm dead ass. Like, I want to go. I want to move. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come. So this was back in December of 2015 when, she said that she wanted to move. And I was just like, okay, when you're ready, let me know. Because we gonna go. We gonna go. So it started boiling down. So our move out date, we gave ourselves 6 months. So we came to Houston in December of 2015. And we started looking for apartments and trying to see what deal, trying to fill out the city, see if it really fit us. Like, was this, something that we really wanted to do? And we were like, hell yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, So we end up moving. Everything that was supposed to go right with me went wrong. I didn't get my bonus back from my job. I wasn't able to save as much as I wanted to. So I end up, at first I was gonna say, I can't do it. And she was like, yes, you can. You are gonna do it. So I just end up, moving with her at the time. And, I really appreciate her. I thank God for her doing that for me because she didn't have to. But, she ended up moving a month before I did. I think she ended up moving in December and she moved in May of 2016 and I moved in June 2016. So we was outside when the niggas was throwing that money, honey. When they actually dated you, when they actually wanted to take you out and get to know you. I mean, Houston was up and coming then. So we were really in the mix. We went out because at the time, neither one of us really found a job at that moment. Like, we were really stepping out on faith. Talk about faith, us. So we were going out. They had like Taco Tuesday was huge down here. They had so many specials. Lady get in for free before 11. We didn't really have no money. But we was trying to be up in that mug for free. But let me tell you, we were very blessed, and I had a great time. We had a great time together. But it was very fun. My drink is here. My drink is here. Let me go get my ID for the people. mm. Just a little tequila with Sprite and strawberries. 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 And young people, this would be the final look. I mean, this is all y'all getting tonight, honestly. This is all y'all getting. This is all I got. I'm not even going anywhere special. I'm going to be in the house, smoking my hookah, watching sisters. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye. I like to give my fans a rose. Curse of the talent.
of the talented. Everywhere I go, they wanna change clothes and pose. But my wife be in my dreams, bruh. No, I couldn't see it. I saw her silhouette